awaited, much anticipated, so many years of running away from the screen. Well, here I am today, Mai Judah. Welcome to pan number 3, na Mai Judah. And kicking off today's show is the BMC, Bishop Mossah Cays, and we're going to be looking at value. Good day, Bishop.
Good day, Mai Judah.
How are you doing?
It's good to be at pan number 3. This is wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
Pleasure.
Thank you, our viewers. Thank you for joining us. Today we are talking about value.
Someone's worth, the worth of something.
Okay, can you at least give us a definition of value in Shona? What is it?
Kukodzera.
Kukodzera.
Could it be kukodzera?
Yeah, kukodzera. Because if you call it kuremerera, then it becomes dignity.
Respect, yes.
It becomes dignity. Mm-hmm. So I think kukodzera. Yeah, kukodzera. That's the right term to use.
Okay,
so we are talking about kukodzera. This is something that is very, very exciting because we are living in a world whereby people value different things. You know, there are things that from the word go, they are valuable. And there are things that from the same word go, they are not valuable. But there are people who may choose to value something that does not even have value. Or they may choose to devalue something that carries value. So I think we need to talk about this because there are people right now who have got self-hate now simply because people around them have devalued them,
right,
to the extent that they have also accepted that they are of no value.
Use, yeah.
You know,
and value is also usefulness.
Value is also usefulness. You know, there are many musicians right now who carried a lot of weight. I will not mention their name.
Ade Mankutaur.
No, Chinese.
Mossah.
And some of them, you think maybe they are deceased now, but they are still alive.
Yeah.
You know, they were filling their shows, endorsements, etc. But now, the value has been taken away. So that's the problem when people give you value.
Okay.
Because people may take that value away. But when God gives you value, not even your parents can take away that value. Not even your boyfriend, not even your husband or wife can take away that value. Is
it an issue of someone taking away the value, or when we're looking at value, even you yourself, an individual, can devalue themselves?
Especially when now there is this value already noticed by maybe the public.
This worth.
Yes, and you are not in touch with it.
Okay.
You are not yet there. You know, there are many times when people treat me with this reverence and I'm like, what's going on here? You know? I know. So it's easy for me to destroy my name. It's easy. Why? Because I don't see that value.
Okay.
You know, and it's also dangerous to give yourself extra value than what you're worthy.
To think of yourself as more important than you actually are.
That's the greatest challenge.
Oh, my goodness.
So most of the time, some of us, we end up devaluing ourselves. Why? Because we are afraid of seeing ourselves way beyond what we actually are.
Okay.
Yes. So there is a scripture here. It says in Matthew chapter number 7, verse 6, it says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn against you and rend you." Okay, so this is all about value.
Right.
You know, so what Jesus Christ is telling
casting pearls to swine.
What are pearls? Pearls are precious stones.
Precious.
Right? Something precious, you know. But when you look at the swine, the other word for swine is pigs, right?
Nguruve.
Right. Ukata some nguruve, you discover that pigs, they enjoy the mud. They value the mud. You don't value mud because you are not a pig. But when we come to a pig, if you want to make it happy, don't cast pews before it.
Yeah.
What's that? So you struggle to get pews, and you want to please the swine.
Right.
They will not see the value
of the pearls.
Yeah. So they will stamp upon them. They will trample upon them and turn against you and destroy you. And you'll be like, who told you that dogs like milk? So you see now,
yeah,
you need to know,
right,
even who to give certain things.
Oh, you're touching some things there.
Yes, because if you give pills to the swine, you are not doing the swine the favor.
That's true. Neither
are you doing yourself a favor.
That's true.
Because what you are going to expect from the swine is not what is going to come. Why? Because I always speak in my capacity. Mm-hmm. I'm not a flowers person, but when I see flowers, I like them.
Okay.
But you cannot just buy me flowers and expect me to be very excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will hold them. I don't even know what to do with them next. So after you go, I'll just throw them away. Why? Because
you don't value them.
I don't value them.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, Bishop,
yes,
that a lot of people may probably be bitter and walking around bitter like you cannot even believe because they gave something that was very valuable to them, which is time, really. Time is very valuable. Wopa mkomana, wopa murume, kana kuti pabasa chaipo. You give them your time and they feel like, yeah, well, we can just get rid of you. Takupai, my most precious thing. And you are just throwing it back right in my face.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I want to bring this. Japreza has got a new song which is called Mnyarats. Mm-hmm. Have you watched the video?
Yes, I have watched. Yes, I have watched the video.
In this video, there is a guy, Akasirwa, a very precious watch by the dead. Who was now passing away. Mm-hmm. And I want to believe that to the guy, this is something precious, kwahari, because that's the last thing that the father gave. And after everything had been taken away by debtors, I think that's the only thing that he was holding on to that would connect him maybe
to his father.
To his father. Mm-hmm. And he falls in love with this guy, with this little girl. They love so much each other so much. And then he thinks, my love for her has carried so much value than what my father has given me. But I think to show that I love her,
let me give her this.
Let me buy a dress. So akanoenda kunochi trader a few dollars for the watch. No, not knowing that my watch magamini my diamond.
Oh.
But let's speak about the watch.
Okay.
And then he uses the money to buy a dress for this girl. And now she's looking good because together with the girl they was now living in the streets. So now she's putting on a new dress and she's walking in the street.
Right.
Mundu vashika wakane motor like ndovaona baby rakafit kone dress.
Maiwe.
Uyachiona akati amakonde indiri kuzvigare gwamuzhira ndondokona kuita nomunhu nchiri kwaenda ini. She was taken away.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't understand the value of the money that bought that dress.
Yeah.
Yanga iri mari yakabva pachinhu chinokosha mulife yake. But she could not understand. Mm-hmm. So that's how this guy became heartbroken. Hana kuva heartbroken because arambwa kantasiwa. But arikuva heartbroken nekuda kwecha akatendera kuendesa kumunhu asingagone kuunderstand
value yake
that it carries. Don't cast that which is holy unto the dogs, nor cast your pews to the swine. They will not understand the value. So there are many people who are crying right now. chiri kuvachemedza vakapa mwoyo yavo kuimbwa, but imbwa idzi dzanga dzakapfeka masutu vachiita sevanhu. Jesu paari kutaura nyaya asi kutaura pamusoro penguruve chaidzo, hakuna akazengembanga apa mapius kunguruve. Uri kutaura kuti kune vanhu vanotori nehunguruve inside. There are people who look like people, but inside they are dogs. If you give them that which is holy, you will see by the way they treat you after you give those things to them. So if there is someone who can ask me today, how do I notice a swine or how do I notice a pig? You notice them by the reaction when you throw pills at them. Zvichakuratidza kuti haandastende uremu hwechawakamupa, of which the greatest asset of your life is your heart.
Yeah.
So many people have given their hearts to wrong people. They have loved with their all. Hama dzigoti nai siyana ine.
Ndire gay.
Zvekutobloka nehama. Nyamba kuti munhu azive kuti uve uinaye une hama dzawabloka. Asi kuzviziva.
It is true.
Ndopaari kutobuda achienda kune mumwe futi asiri iwewe. Asi iwe kuti uve naye just to be with them, you had to break certain relationships. So the heartbreak now, even uyo paanodzoka kuno paari kusvika Mai Judah vane heartbreak, haasi kunzwisisa kuti damage yacho arongoti ngano anongotadzirana, haasi kuziva
kuti pawaenda ingadei ndasara ndichikwanisa kutaura nasisi vangu asi ndakabloka sisi vangu because of iwe. Ndiri kudrive mota iyi because I had to forgo certain things. Ndine vandakaramba
kuti ndive newe. Yes. Do you know what? It's like Adam.
Right.
I want to think that in the garden, being chased away and remained all that just because they took a fruit. It's like God being angry with a fruit. Just a fruit. What is it?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand the value of what he has lost and what is required to bring it back.
Yeah.
Just taking away the glory was going to require a God to die for the reconnection. But he has
anakumbofunga kwese ukoko.
He's a swine. He's a swine. God is like, what are you doing?
You are a swine. No wonder why a lot of women would then turn around and look at certain people from their past and call them dogs.
I think now I'm understanding.
Me
now.
too.
Why? Because action. When you give something precious to somebody. Listen to me. This is what I should say before we end this show. You should not look at the value of something with your own eyes, but look at that thing using the eyes of the one that has given you that thing.
I'm also thinking that this issue of value, it also kind of meanders into issues of sacrifice. It gets into issues of effort.
Yes.
A lot of people are wakutsondorwa.
You know where you are going now.
Kana yava nyaya ekuti hausi kuona effort yangu, because iwewe unenge uchiti but ndiri kuona you can do much more than what you have given me. Asi iye ari kuti it's not nyaya yekuti uri kuona zvandiri kukwanisa kuita.
Ndo kukodzera kuya kwatatanga nako.
Right.
I thank God for Shona. It's working now. You know what? Kune vanhu vane system yekusaiza vanhu. You know, vanokupa
kuiswa pa level.
Vanokupa not their best, but vanokupa size ya vanofunga kuti ndeyako.
Yeah, Bishop.
You know, and they want you to appreciate it. Yes, it's not a problem, but then when they call it now a sacrifice, that's when a problem comes.
Yeah.
Kuti, I know your capacity, but you have not done things to the level of your capacity.
You have done things to my level of capacity.
And you call it a sacrifice. It's not. That is what is called giving or a charity.
It's a donation.
It's a donation. You are taking from the surplus. Because a sacrifice is something that leaves you bleeding.
Yeah.
And your heart goes with what you have given. Because where the man's treasure is,
that's where his heart is.
That's where his heart is.
It's true.
So there are people who have used your value in providing for you. Unotooneka kuti no sutu mufundisa tikazvatengera iye ndingikini zvinotooneka kuti vaitengerwa because vanenge vari mukombi uko vakaipfeka. Saka ngatichinovaenda palevel yavo totsvagirai $90 tinenge tavachenesa nda ivo izvozvi vakatopfeka $50 saka $90 tavasimudza chikero.
Bishop.
There are people who are like that.
Yes.
So if you know that you have not bled, don't call it a sacrifice. Don't abuse the name. Hey. After all I've sacrificed, blood of Jesus.
What have you sacrificed?
What have you do you have an understanding of what a sacrifice is? A sacrifice is an Isaac, which you don't even tell your wife that you're going to sacrifice. Because you will not
touch it.
She will not even agree. You know that if you tell somebody that I'm going to give somebody this, they will call a psychiatrist for you. That you need a mental evaluation. Yes, that's what is called a sacrifice.
This is too deep.
So there are people who do not understand the sacrifice of others, maybe because it's not up to their standard. And there are those who also devalue people by giving them what they assume is their level, and they call it a sacrifice.
So I like to say this, and I always like to bring this up. Saka it is important kuti munhu wechikadzi adye mari yemurume wake. Because izvozvo zvinosimenta. I am trying to make your heart be with me. So let me force you to invest in me. Look, I'm just saying. It's an aside, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Munhu ngadyiwe mari and idyiwe aesthetic.
You know what?
Because achatevera investment yake. Meaning kutevera investment yake kuya kwandirika.
I'll even speak about churches. Munhu asina mbovira akatenga chair muchechi. It's easy for them to walk away. They're not even attached to it.
Yes.
Those who have invested, even if they are shouted at, they stay because they've got something that is of value, which is there. They have invested in the movement.
So even shikanzi bata seed ya wakaisa mu ministry unobata chair ya unoziva kuti Mwari andina kuya empty handed iyi chair iyi. So as a point of contact and zvamunotaura kumachechi as a point of contact, therefore let it be done according.
Ukaona, that's why uchiona kuti munhu akaramba kugamuchira your present ari kucommunicate something. Because I will accept zvinhu zvomunhu wausingadi.
It is true.
Yes. Saka kana achiaccepta haasi kuaccepta what you are giving them. They are accepting the one who is giving.
I like
Saka
this.
Munhu ngaadyiwe.
I absolutely.
Ukafunga kuti wakadya pei.
Andikutoenda. So, oh my goodness, Bishop, as you are saying, and unfortunately we are fast running out of time, but we always run out of time when we are having so much fun. This issue, we need to come back. We need to revisit it again.
No, we're just introducing.
Ipo pano pa number 3, mufunge. So, Bishop, we are fast run out of time. How can people get in touch with you?
Okay, in Zimbabwe, it's 0773 115 025, and on my Twitter handle, on Instagram, and on Facebook is the BMC, Bishop Mossah Cays.
Okay, and of course you can get in touch with us, and the numbers are going to be at the bottom across all platforms at Mai Judah. God bless.